that moves the plan of God along in human history and brings great rewards to those who are a part of that. It's a phenomenal chapter in the Bible. But I'm at verse 31. And what's interesting about that, if you study the first 31 verses, you'll see that people are mentioned by name. Abraham, Isaac, there are 17 people named. And a description of their faith, their life of faith is given. When you get to verse 31, we have the last name that has exercised faith that's described, and that's Rahab in verse 31. By faith, Rahab the harlot did not perish along with those in Jericho who were disobedient after she had welcomed the spies of Israel in peace. That takes you back to the book of Joshua, the 2nd chapter and the 6th chapter, where Israel has now marched to conquer the land in what's known as the conquest under Joshua's leadership of the book of Joshua. And they've come to the fortified city of Jericho, and they sent 2 special force spies in to evaluate the defensive structures of the city, because they were going to have to conquer it to get into the land. And this is how this whole story came out. Rahab, who was a woman, she's described as a harlot, who ran 2 or 3 businesses there. Of all of Jericho, she was the main purpose of getting in the book because of what she did. And it mentions how she, notice how it's described in 31, she welcomed the spies in peace. And she hid them. They came in to do reconnaissance and she hid them. It's a wonderful story, and you should read about it in Joshua 2 and 6. She is the last one that is mentioned in the exercise of faith. Now, if you look at verse 32, more people are mentioned, 7 more people are mentioned, but not anything about their exercise of faith. They are mentioned because they are an extension of the people that have just been mentioned. They mentioned 17 and then 7 more by name. But the ones that we're interested in, and the last one that is named on those who did the exercise of faith, is important to us. So we want to pay attention to verse 31, by faith, Rahab the harlot. And our story today is every time she's found in the book of Joshua, she's found in the book of Matthew, she's found in the book of Hebrews, and she's found in the book of James. That's a whole lot of subject matter on a Gentile. And I guess I don't have to explain to you what a harlot is. At least those that are adults. And yet she's mentioned 2 times in the book of Joshua. She's mentioned in the book of Matthew. She's mentioned in the book of Hebrews, and she's mentioned in the book of James.